Hello, recorders. Welcome back to It's Recording Time Media. Sorry that I've been a little inactive with, say, videos like this for a while, but I feel like now I should finally talk about what I've been doing during this whole COPPA slash FTC situation that's been going on for the last month. Well, guys, I haven't really been talking about it. Like, maybe I should have, but I feel like, I didn't exactly know what was going on. Like when I was at Ranger Stop, one guy actually did talk to me about this, and I did get an email from YouTube saying that they were just doing their changes, like updating their terms and policies, which I looked into it, but I didn't really pay attention. And then like on the Tuesday, November 12th, when this all happened, like this whole channels are now being affected by these new changes, or that YouTube told us that now they showed this video where they giving us information of what COPPA is going to do. And of course, COPPA is the Children's Online Protection Privacy Act, which has been around for over since the 90s when the internet started to go around. Basically, it was just to protect children under 13 from giving out any of their personal information without parental consent. And apparently, YouTube broke this law with them, and they ended up paying this $170 fine. And of course, with the consequences, the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, they created all these rules of what is considered child-directed videos. And YouTube was trying to help us with this. Like they added this algorithm where if you go on your library of videos, they tell you they will automatically what's made for kids. And I looked through all my videos. I did not get flagged whatsoever, guys. And I find it weird that the most common people that have been the channels that have been attacked by this the most were toy reviews, animation, and video games. Which you guys ever seen this on my channel? Like any of those? Like sure, I've done like Funko Pop reviews and some of the Power Ranger Lightning Collection figures, but none of those videos got flagged. Like, is this algorithm wrong or something? I mean, it's because I didn't exactly put in like the emphasis they're looking for, which I don't really get it. But for now, during that whole situation, guys, I just started deleting those videos, and yeah, I was going through all my channel, like just removing a bunch of older videos. I feel like stuff that I don't even need, and I feel like it's just there. And I feel like, and towards the end, like there were options like you could set your channel, like say yeah, my channel is not for kids, or my channel is directed for kids, or I'll go through every video like saying marking what's made for kids and what's not for kids. But of course, I just set in my channel for kids. I mean, do kids look like they watch videos of adults talking for an hour? And I was a bit concerned about this, the voice actors panels, like particularly like My Little Pony, which people would assume that's for kids, and them doing the voices, or the SpongeBob panel that I got with them doing the voices. Like, what are those videos automatically geared it towards kids? Now the FTC shouldn't automatically assume that. Like, yeah, I'm trying to target kids because I have like a cartoon that most of us grew up with. Now, of course, in all my videos, it's all like footage, guys. I don't use no copyrighted clips or any animation or anything like that from the shows. It's just regular. And I was concerned of Power Ranger ones because of one of the regulations saying that including celebrities that appeal to kids. Yeah, like maybe 26 years ago, but at this point, I feel like, not a lot of kids look up to, say, Jason David Frank. I mean, I feel like more adults look up to him. Like, I remember this article about him, like, People magazine included Jason David Frank on the 50 most beautiful people's thing, and I remember in that article it said, is he a teen idol? No, his audience is 4-year-olds, which, yeah, like 26 years ago, yeah, but now all these adults look up. And this whole thing is, does Jason David Frank look like someone he appeals to kid, being all bearded and all tattooed? I mean, sure, I mean, he's good to kids, but, it's like, he's not really targeted towards kids because, now us, like, people my age, like, we, look up to him more, or we appeal to him more than he did 26 years ago. And for that, and also of these changes, I'm concerned of where do cosplay plays into this, like cosplay contests, because I know that when the FTC posted on their blog thing, they said dress up, and contests that are, yeah, made for kids. Like, I feel like the cosplay contest shouldn't automatically assume that they're appealing to kids, especially if they have say a Pixar character or a Disney character. It's like, like what you see at Disneyland, but that doesn't mean I mean it's specifically for kids. Like, every person that participates in a cosplay contest is always they have separate categories. There's one for kids, which now I will no longer feature those videos. And of course, kids under 13, I mean, over 13 and older, like, are mostly adults. And I feel like those shouldn't automatically be considered for kids. And sure, the FTC did like mention in their blog post saying that even if you feature content that looks like it's made for kids, it doesn't automatically assume you're directing towards kids. And it's like, so I'm a little somewhat relieved of it, but they shouldn't assume that someone that talks about pop culture, it's like we're automatically targeting kids. I mean, we're just talking about our lives. And of course, among these like changes with YouTube saying that, like they've been like demonetizing channels or they've been terminating channels, which I'm glad as of now my channel has survived this, guys, because if I lose this channel, which it's Recording Time Media, wouldn't exactly be dead, because I would still exist, but majority of you guys, my audience, are mostly on here instead of like my other social media platforms, which get on to following me at those. And it's like, yeah, I mean, the power will be gone, but I'll still be around, guys. But of course, I wouldn't exactly. I mean, if my channel were to be demonetized, guys, I may not say give up on this channel, but y'all will have to at least support me on Patreon. Like, at least donate $1 every month. Like, most of you guys, like, if I could get at least like 200 people donating $1 to me, I could still keep this channel running or covering cons. But if I would say if you ever be demonetized, guys, well, I'm not saying goodbye to like doing Comic-Con coverage, like I still will, but I won't be able to do like the out of California ones that I want to do during 2020, guys. Or depending when this whole thing becomes ineffective with the FTC, like checking all the channels, like in January 1st, which during this whole thing, I've been like learning about YouTubers that I've like never heard of, like Chadtronic. I mean, that guy had like this big video saying that even if you mark your kids, it doesn't mean you're automatically safe. And of course, Creekcraft. Now, Creekcraft, he's been like fighting this the most. I mean, he's actually gone to the FTC, and whenever I get updates, I like hear from him. So it makes it feel like we're mostly in the clear at this point, but it's still not over. And he he's talked with the FTC, and he said that yeah, some of them are aware of like the adults are into stuff like My Little Pony, bronies, and like thank you, Cree, for fighting the battle for us, while guys like me know. And it's like it's still like, yeah, the YouTube has actually talked about this, and YouTube has been getting a little like people have been being a little critical of them for not including like say a mixed audience, like say like yeah, this content is most for both children and adults. And of course, for my stuff, I'm like going after millennials like me, guys, like people in their mid-20s at this point. I mean, I've even looked at my YouTube analytics, and it's like I got more like people in between their 20s and their 30s watching this content, which is what for you guys are here to answer questions. I mean, what panel videos are not meant to like be targeted towards a specific younger audience, because depends on depends who I got. Like I don't know what to say. Also, my voice is a little hoarse, which is why I haven't been like talking about this much, but in the end, guys, it's like, well, we're kind of like in the clear at this point. I mean, some YouTubers are still regularly doing their content, but of course, like when it comes January 1st, these new changes will be ineffective to like the videos that are made for kids. They will not be on this platform. They will be on YouTube Kids. And I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen with the Ryan Toy Review channel. It's like, I'm not saying this is partially that kid's fault, but I do blame the parents a little bit for it's like all those 20 million subscribers, those are not kids channels, those are probably their parents. And I feel like parents should have been regulating what kids watch, and of course YouTube themselves. But I don't know what really more to say about this, guys, but in the end, like, I'm glad that my channel has been spared at this moment, like, and like I'll still be looking for other ways to other platforms to continue growing my audience, guys. And of course, like Creekcraft said in his video when he met with the FTC, he said like if the FTC feels a little suspicious of your content after they check you, they'll actually contact you, and I'll say be legally required to talk about my content, like who am I, and showing proof that my audience is not for kids. And if that were to happen to me, guys, I guess what can help is say like like I do panel videos and I go to Comic-Cons, I take a photo of say the audience that comes to like attends a panel, and of course I meet you guys, my subscribers, I meet you guys in person, like say get a selfie with you, and that way to show that it's mostly adults watching me. I mean, come on, do kids look like they look up to me? Come on. And I feel like that could be a part of my way how to prove. And of course, Creecraft did say like you can still show them your analytics, but it doesn't mean like say like oh like kids watching on their parents' account like watching my content. But it's like kids don't care about my content; they care about just the gaming ones. Like my friend, her two younger sons who are both under 10, she's told me that they mostly watch like Minecraft videos, and it's like, well, there you go, guys. I mean, do I have any Minecraft content like me? I've never played the game. Anyway, guys, that's all I'm gonna say. Let's hope that everything goes well, and as always, may the power protect you all.